So right now there's a safety right in front of this bar right here. I got a too high safety look, but I'm not really as concerned about the safeties on this play because I don't necessarily need to like look them off. I'm not trying to attack the middle of the field here. I'm really trying to attack the sideline. So who are my two keys here when it comes down to
The
it? Huh?
the corner and the outside backer.
Yep. So I'm just trying to as soon as I flip around, I want to be able to see how the corner played the go. Now, based on his alignment right now in relationship to all the safeties and where the safeties are currently aligned, what do you think? And also because of the corner's leverage, what can we anticipate the corner doing at the snap, like post snap?
Bailing?
Right. So his inside leverage tells you that he's trying to keep that receiver from getting inside, and he's trying to force the receiver to go outside. So that's a good thing in our situation here. I'm fine with that. The safeties are not playing over the top of him, really. They're all at the same depth. So it's very likely that he's going to be playing over the top. He's going to be bailing. He's also, he's playing far back. So stretch action fake. I want to come out of it. And ideally, I'd like to have him win in a little bit more, just getting down the field a little more speed. Look at him. He looks back super early. He's 10 yards down the field. He's expecting the ball. It's happening at this level as well. Um, but both of our keys kind of bail, right? The corner bails with the go, and this backer that was over number two, or this nickel, whatever you want to call him, number 31, he follows the out, and it opens up the flat. Now, I'm kind of lucky that this happens because I got pressure in my face, right? And I got to get rid of it. So this is one of those throws that we were practicing the other day, but more so to the left, where it's like I don't even have a chance to go horizontal. I'm going backwards,
Yeah.
right? The one thing that I think has been really helping me, oh, Wyatt's here. The one thing that I think has been really helping me personally throwing on the run is like I'm really relaxed with my arms and my um, upper body, but my head stays somewhat still throughout the throw. There's really very minimal movement. Whoops, sorry, I'm trying to do this slow motion. I think I can do that. Yes, I can. You see how still my head is?
Yeah.
Wyatt, how you doing, dude? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
That's all right. We were just talking about um, rolling out to flood concept, and I was bringing up the stillness of the head and how that's been helping me with my throwing on the run. I think you can say the same. So I mean, it's literally just sitting right atop my torso. It doesn't yank over anywhere. There's a lot of stability happening right now on my top side from the waist up. And don't remember if this was a spiral or not. I don't really care. I hit the receiver in stride. I make the right decision, and we get a first down. Is it smooth for you, Wyatt? Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I think this is a stitch concept from what I remember. Yeah. Okay. So this is called oh my God, why am I blanking on the concept? Come on, Lucas. We called it stitch. Um, oh my God, why am I blanking? I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a brain fart right now. Um, this concept. Damn it. Um, I have no idea why I'm blanking on this concept. I love this concept after learning it this season. Um, basically, what we're doing, it's like one of the first plays you can run in Madden too. I never realized how to read it until I got got over here. So what we have is it's a form of a stick concept. We called it stitch, and we're running it out a bunch here. And this is how we're doing it. And Wyatt, I said this to Bradley earlier, but unfortunately, I can't draw lines on QuickTime. We have a single receiver side slant. Okay, so this is like a free access throw. If we like this right off the bat, this one-on-one matchup, we don't feel like there's a threat inside to the slant. We want to throw the slant. Now, right now, I'm kind of thinking more likely than not, I don't like this matchup. The safety is playing outside of the hash. The corner is pressed up. The backer is pretty far inside, so I don't necessarily have to worry about him. But I don't really like this matchup the best with my slant. So from there, I'm going to go to an over the ball route, which is being ran by the number 2. Okay, he's running this right over the ball and sitting up at about 5 yards. All right, that's my second progression. My third progression is going to be this outside number 1 who is just running like a 7-yard hitch. He's running a hitch. And then my last progression is this receiver that you can't see here, but he's the furthest receiver inside of the bunch, to the trips bunch. He's the number 3 receiver, and he has a flat. So I'm going slant, over the ball, hitch, flat. It's one of the few plays where I felt like going from routes to route in your progression works. And you don't necessarily have to read defenders as much. It was just something that would happen so quick because it's a a 3-step drop play from under center and just a 1-step drop from the gun, and it happens very fast. So I want you guys to pay attention to where my eyes go. You see my eyes right now? They're looking at the slant. Can we see that? Looking at the slant. Then my eyes are going to go over to the middle to see if the backers split. Okay. They don't split. I see a backer sitting right in the middle. So I know I need to progress to the next read. You can see where my eyes go. Slant, middle, hitch. And I see that window just opening up right now. And you can see the anticipation I have, right? I'm getting ready to throw this right as he's breaking down.
Coach,
Yes, sir.
are you actually like looking to hit the slant? Or are you just looking off the defenders?
So I'll be honest with you, Wyatt. I can't remember what my thought process was here, but based on like what I said earlier, this receiver here, he wasn't necessarily the best like one-on-one receiver to throw to. So in this situation, I might be looking at over there just to maybe see if that brings the backer out and opens up the over the ball route. It gives a little bit more space. And you see that he reads run and he does shift a little left. Not much, but maybe a step. Good question though. If you like it, if it's free access and you know it's a for sure throw, it's a for sure win, then we're taking that. But if not, we're progressing to the 3 other options. Okay, we're in 21 personnel here. We have 2 running backs and 1 tight end in the game. One of the big reasons why we had to run this type of personnel throughout the game was because we needed protection. Their defensive line was they were better than our offensive line, and I needed to make sure I had time to. We needed to make sure that I had time to throw the football. It would also force them. What does a run personnel do to the defense? What does it force them to do, especially in the box?
Move in.
Yeah, it forces them to stack the box. They have to respect the run, right? Which then leaves their secondary with in a little more vulnerability, right? It forces them to really have to cover if we do throw the ball, right? But we also have to keep into consideration, hey, we got a stacked box. They could give us more blitzing looks, give us more pressure looks, and we got to be ready for that. Okay, so now we're going to progress through our drive concept. This was our bread and butter. We would run drive so much, or high low. This is just a drive is the most basic high low you can get. So once again, I have a free access throw by my number one receiver to my right. He has a 10-yard out. If I like it, I can throw it. I'm not the biggest fan of opposite hash out routes. It's a hard throw for me to make. It's not one of my strengths necessarily. I'm working on it. My strength is though throwing the high low. So if I have any sort of second guess in terms of throwing that out, I'm not throwing it. I can bring my eyes over there to manipulate the defense, but in my eyes, I want to work the high low, especially because high low can be ran against a variety of defenses. It really just puts the whole backer line in a bind. So you see me scan and look over at the out. I probably could have thrown it. If I throw that on time to the sideline, that's a completion. So if we take a look at the corner and the defensive look that we have, inside leverage, off coverage, middle of the field closed right now. So that's telling me that he's going to be bailing. He's on an island right now. He's playing one-on-one coverage, technically. Now, when I progress over to my drive, I've got the shallow drag coming across by the number 2 on my right, and I have a dig by my number 2 on the left. My outside receiver to the left has a deep post, and that's trying to carry out that play side safety to where the dig is at. It's trying to get him out of the way so that he doesn't crash down on the dig. Now, when I bring my eyes over to my high-low, where'd my high-low defender go?
Back.
He went way back. He carried with the dig.
The outside linebacker, right?
Yeah, the outside linebacker. Yes, sir.
What about the middle?
So great point. So the middle is the savior in this play for the defense. The middle backer's job, if the outside backer is carrying out and vacating that zone where the shallow drag is coming across, it's his job to try to reroute that. That's one thing that great middle linebackers or Mike backers, just any backer in the box, if they're good at rerouting drags and your drag route or your receivers running the drag routes are not good at avoiding that reroute, it can really screw up the high-low. So in this situation here, you see that he matches it. He just doesn't necessarily commit to it. Like he can go and make contact with him within those 5 yards. He could go up and just smack him right now. Now, if he does that though, what does that do to the second window of the dig?
It'll be open.
It opens it up. So this is why I've made statements in the past. Hey, when you're reading high-low, a great first start is to just read one key, your outside backer. However, the more you run the high-low and that dig drag concept, the more teams are going to pick up on that and maybe start to bring another backer into play and match your drag and try to reroute it. So it's important for us to basically just to game plan for that. Make sure we're on the same page of, hey, guys, like we're watching this team, they reroute drags. They're teaching their backers to reroute the drag and try to knock him off his route as much as possible. Excuse me. but he just doesn't commit to it here. So I'm able to recognize that he's winning with speed, and I hit him in stride. And I think this is the right decision because my dig doesn't even get into the route. Right, he's now 15 yards up the field. He's 5-6 yards past the depth he's supposed to be going at, and he's not getting across right now. So he does a good job of carrying that defender out of there to open up the drag for me, but he's got to finish his job. Okay, Bradley, I told you it was loud. You see me going all the way basically from tackle to tackle to communicate to the offense. Right now, I am giving dummy calls, making calls with the line that don't mean anything to us, but it's tricking the defense, and we're getting ready to go on 2. If they jump, we've got go routes. So as a quarterback right now, are we hoping that they jump based on the defensive alignment that they're showing right now?
Yeah.
Because they have no high safety. Both corners are looking dead at the number 1 receiver's body. And I'm going to try to hope we're going to get him off sides. There we go. I got him. And I'm just letting it fly. There's no care in the world about where this ball goes. They jumped off sides. This is a free play. I am taking a shot with full confidence. And what it came down to on this play was the one thing I was paying attention to, you'll probably see it in the next view, is I was just paying attention to him. He was their American safety. He's in the XFL right now. He plays for the Orlando Guardians and a Los Angeles guy too. I needed to make sure that he was calling out a defense right now. He's not necessarily, I see him start to walk down. I'm going, oh man, I'm throwing the go to the left, no doubt. There's no one over the top, and it's a shorter throw.
That was a dot.
Thank you. Let's see where my eyes are. You see me glance over there really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, glanced again. And right now, I'm just keeping my eyes on, and my peripheral is just focused on 23. Okay, I should have thrown the go. But here's where we go wrong. So this is the importance of mandatory outside releases. So we have a 2-high look, and Wyatt, just like when you played against Palos Verdes, it looks like the corner right now is reading 2-1. If number 2 breaks out to the flat, he's going to jump it. Safety will play over the top of number 1. If number 2 does not go to the flat, the corner will stay vertical. And we have what we called H choice, which all it is a choice route by the number 2 receiver to the left. He can either break for a 5-yard square out or a 5-yard square in. The outside receiver has a go. And right now, based on the linebacker leverage against number 2 to my left, we're both thinking he's going to run an out. He's got a safety playing over the top of him. He's got a corner that's off. There's no reason for him to go into the middle of the field because that's where the defenders are, right? And there's no route in the middle of the field that could potentially clear these players out for this number 2 to break in and win. He does, however, have a route on the outside that could clear the corner out and open up the flat. and leave a one-on-one matchup with the safety. Now our receiver goes inside, and you can see that he goes inside based on how the corner is still able to keep his eyes inside. So, hey, maybe if my receiver gets outside of that corner, maybe that opens up the out a little bit more. That's a really tight hole shot there. In addition, I have pressure in my face. I have a DN that's coming. So corner comes up, is able to make somewhat of a decent hit to impact the throw. Incomplete. Whatever. Next play. So they like to play a lot of like man technique outside, cover two. They like to play a lot of two high. They didn't play a lot of one high. So we would just we'd torch them over the middle. I probably had the most yards against any team with one play against the Sea Devils. Like it's just throwing the middle of the field against this team was just like bread and butter. So here it's basically kind of the same kind of route. We have another choice where our number 2 to the right side of the field now, just he's gonna work up to that backer and make him think like, hey, what is he gonna do? And he's gonna break out. My outside receiver's responsibility is just getting that corner out of there. Again, I have pressure in my face, so I got to get rid of the football quickly. And Bradley, you saw the first play of the game, right? So I don't think any of us can sit there and be like, oh man, that's not going to get to me. That's not going to make me think like, okay, I might have to get rid of the football a little quicker this game. First play of the game, my left guard just completely whiffs, and I have a D tackle right in my face on a quick concept on all hitches. Right. Yeah. So that's definitely still in the back of my head. And this is the third time we're playing these guys this season. So it's not like I didn't have pressure in the previous games as well. Another too high look. Run the ball here. One thing you can learn from me guys is carrying out your fake better. I was not consistent with that, which is not a good thing. Let's see the run blocking scheme here. It's just inside zone shit. Or right guard just gets. You're not going to have a lot of success when your linemen miss that badly. That's going to really screw things up. Let's talk about the blocking scheme here really quick. How would you guys, this is an inside zone to the right. Inside zone to the right. So how would you block this? Because we have 6 and they have 6. There's 2 double teams that are going to happen. Where are they?
On the tackles.
So the tackle would be double teaming with who?
No, on the
Against
D
who?
tackle.
Oh, on the D tackle. On
Yeah.
which one? Because there's 2 of them.
The left one, the one on our left.
Okay.
On the right one too, though, right?
Yeah,
And then
you're correct. Both of you guys are correct. We're double teaming both of the D tackles. So we're double teaming the 3 technique, and we're also going to double team the 1 technique. So here's the 1 technique. The center and the left guard should double team and work up to who?
The backer.
Which
backer.
one?
57.
57. And then on the right side, against our
43.
three technique, yes, our right guard and our tackle are going to double team to work up to number 43. And then our tight end here needs to get to the edge. Now, you could maybe even look at this way as well. You could go, and this is just something that you'd have to talk about with your line. It's not maybe the most traditional way to do it, but you can do it this way. You could also double team with the guard and the tight end and work up to number 43. If that's a better angle, right? He could just boom, go to 43 right now, especially since that right tackle or the right tackle went out to the end. But you can tell that the tight end has eyes for the end as well. But that's not who we should be double teaming. When you have two mess ups on the line against an even box, meaning we have the even amount of players that they have, you're going to lose. It's just that's what's going to happen. Okay, I got another two high safety look. Corners are off. I do not know what play we have here, so bear with me. Okay, we got we have flood again. So both of you guys get pissed off sometimes throwing on the run. And I think last week or this Monday, I think it was this Monday, maybe it was last week too. We've been doing a lot of throwing on the run. Oh, Bradley got kicked, or now he's coming back. I was telling you guys, sometimes we can't get downhill. Sometimes we have to be sideways. We have to be running horizontally. Sometimes we can't even get horizontal. Sometimes we're literally running backwards, like I am here. Do you think I care? Like, I don't know if you guys can see the absolute wobbliness of this pass. I can see it on my end, and I remember this throw. But it's second and long. I've got pressure in my face. I flip around. I see that my back is matched. He's getting matched by somebody. But that tunnel of vision I have right now, that tunnel of vision I have with who are my two keys here, Wyatt, with flood against a cover four look. Who are my two keys here?
The backer in the corner.
Correct. So I bring my eyes into that tunnel of vision. I'm pretty confident that the corner is going to be bailing, especially because he's got inside leverage and he's staring right at my guy. So as soon as I see that space clear, and you could throw the flat here too, you're not going to really get many yards. But I just reacted here and I saw the sideline open and I just threw it. And I mean, I just lobbed it in there. I can't. It's hard to get power on your throw. When you're running backwards, would you guys agree? I mean, this is like a 25-yard throw here.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, sometimes you have to contort your body in different ways, and sometimes you're not really in the best position to throw the ball, and no one really cares. You still have to do it. And both of you guys are capable of doing it. I think you just have to eliminate the thought of like, well, what if it doesn't spiral? You just got to put it in the spot and put it there on time. Oh man, you know how pissed I was that we didn't get this first. After making that play, come on. So what happens here? Why do we fail? Let's figure it out. We should be winning here. Why should we be winning here, guys?
Better numbers.
We got better numbers. We're in 21 personnel. They got 6 in the box. We've got a stretch to the left. Quite a few people miss. What happens here? What's wrong with this picture here? We have an outside zone to the left.
He got outside of him.
Yep. So we can't let that happen. We have to do whatever we can to be quicker off the line. He takes one whole step down the field before he even gets his foot off the ground. That's just a reaction issue, personnel issue. Allows him to seal the outside, allows the end to seal the outside, so he doesn't let up outside contain, forces the run to get back inside, all back into traffic. And the end, the end ends up slowing him down in the first place. The end that beats the left, the tight end on the left. So after such a good, play to get us into a 3rd and short situation, we can't run the ball. Okay, so mechanically, this is a very shitty job by me. So we have like I think oftentimes you'll see this ran with like a bubble, or you'll have like a fake bubble and go. You'll run it out of 3-by-1. You'll fake the bubble to the number 3 receiver, and then your number 2 and your number 1 will fake their blocks and work up. So we did this out of quads. So it was basically a similar concept, except our number 4. Wait, let's see. I guess he would be our number 4 receiver, or who's farthest inside? Cavante's furthest inside, so he's the number 4. So our number 3, Bartek, he just was basically trying to cross the field and impact any sort of middle safety. Our number 2 would work up the seam, and then our number 1 had the option to stop up if the defender was playing over the top of him. So right now, I don't necessarily like the seam as much, and that's just because where the safety's playing. Right, he's not really playing that far down. There's a defender over the bunch to try to maybe reroute somebody off the line. He doesn't get my number 2, but I'm basically reading this like seam comeback. Do you guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm looking at that. I'm reading it like seam comeback. And if this safety is down, what does that mean for this DB? What are his rules going to be?
He has to go the seam or the comeback.
He's got to bail because he doesn't have safety help. Right? If 27 was playing a little bit more underneath, or if this safety was playing more over the top and it looked like more of like a 2-high look, I would say, okay, I might be working this more of like a 2-high look and reading this more like 4 vertical concept. But now since it's a 1-high look, I'm reading it more like a seam comeback. Do you guys follow? That's really important. I want to make sure you guys understand that. So that safety is down, so I know the corner is going to be bailing. Ball just dies on me, but hey, we get the completion. Just not balanced here. You see my back leg just come all the way through. My feet are kind of fucked up. Next play, moving on. I don't remember what happens here. Oh, false start. Okay, we're in 12 personnel. They are stacking the box. They're stacking the box. Do they have a double A gap pressure look right now? They're almost in like a bear. I gotta see this from the back view. We have outside zone left. Yes, they're in double A gap. Yeah. Okay, so they've got 5 guys down, almost 6 guys down on the line of scrimmage. Showing double A gap pressure against 7 down linemen. So we've got, how many do we want to count as in the box? 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Got 7 in the box. As soon as that motion comes over, it confirms man. And let's see where it goes wrong. Doesn't really go that wrong. The inside cut might have been a little bit premature. Let's look at it. Okay, unlike last outside zone left, what does this tight end do a good job of this time?
Getting outside.
He gets outside. And look at the angle that we have almost all the way across the line. You see how every lineman has their defender sealed? 70 is probably in the worst position, but he's still not too bad right now. That's a hold, unfortunately. We don't want that to happen. We want to keep staying engaged. So maybe if he did run outside, we would have got called for a holding penalty. But we got our defenders sealed. We're doing a good job. And then our left tackle does a good job of working up to the backer in the box. Because there's just one of them right now. Might have gonna call. Did we get called for penalty there? Anyways. Another too high look. You guys see this? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that middle of the field. Great catch by Terp. There's my middle of the field open. I believe we have smash. We have a variation of smash here. Yeah. So I have smash to my left, and then I have a smash option to my right. If my number 2 receiver sees middle of the field open, he can have the option to post it. If the middle of the field is not open and the safety plays the middle of the field, the play side safety over him, then he'll run a corner. He has to read it. So you see how the safety goes out? See where he starts? He starts in the middle of between hash and numbers. He drifts, top of the numbers, middle field's open. This is an excellent catch. Excellent job by him popping right back up. You know, at our rules were if you're not down by contact, then you got to pop back up and go get more yards. Let's see where my eyes go since I preach so much reading the backside safety. Oh, man. Whoops. Sorry. Trying to go slow motion. Snap of the ball. Where'd my eyes go? Backside safety. As soon as I see that, look at the backside safety. Isn't even really at any point paying attention to me. And as soon as I look at him and I see that he stayed over there, that gives me the confidence that the middle of the field is open. All right, this is a touchdown drive from what I remember. I almost throw a pick and then I throw a really, really nice pass right after it to make up for it. Let's see what happens here. What do I have? Okay, I have curl flat. So curl flat against too high, not really the best look. But our curl flat has a middle post. So that's what I'm looking for right now. The middle post is being ran by my number 2. My outside has a curl. My number 3 has a flat. And really, I think what happens is I just, my tackles just get beat pretty. I just feel pressure. I see that middle of the field isn't open. And I'm already known from the beginning, like, see the difference in how this corner is playing and where the safety is now. Now I feel like that safety's playing a little bit more over the top, and maybe that corner isn't necessarily going to bail. And then look at the defender over my number 2, my post. So he's going to get he's going to carry with that route based on what his alignment is right now. He's looking dead at him. He's not even paying attention to the backfield. So I escape out. See if my eyes go to the backside. If I go straight to the curl. So I felt like within my first steps that the middle of the field was going to be open. Like right now, it looks open to me. Okay, now he starts to play over. Okay, when I go over to my post, it's just not, maybe I could rip that. That is an opening. You put that ball right there, right over that backer's head. I think that's a catch. He might get hit, but it's a throw that I probably should have made. I think I throw a slant here. Nope, run. I want to go to the pick or the almost pick, and how do we get down there? I'm just trying to remember. Oh, there you go. That's how. That was a big gain. All right, here comes the pressure again. Clunk. All right. So I should be protected here. I'm 6 for 6, right? I'm 6 for 6. Who do I want to be my Mike?
57.
Why?
Actually, 43.
I like that one a little bit better. And the only reason why is because running back is going to be required to protect the first backer backside of the protection. So if I call like Louis here, slide left, basic zone blocking scheme. 74 is going to have the end. 70 and 55, my left guard and my center, are going to double team the one technique and allow 70 to work up to number 43. Then the first backer backside is 57, which is in a good area for the running back to pick up. It's in his field of vision. And then I just have one-on-one matchups with my right guard and that 3 technique and this right tackle and this right side defensive end. Do you guys see that? So let's see where it goes wrong. Okay, they just switch it now. They just switch their techniques. That doesn't have to change anything, though. Who messes up?
The right guard.
I disagree.
Or the center. The center.
I disagree. Because who's the Mike? 43 is the Mike.
Hmm.
So who's responsible for first back? And we have a Louis protection. So who's the
Running back.
running back?
Wait, can you go back to it?
Yeah.
That thing got tipped.
It did. Lucky it went right. It got tipped twice, I believe. Got tipped by 57 and then
Do you
tipped by
think like
43.
that was the right decision?
I do.
Just got to get it around the backer.
Hold on. We'll go to the back view really quick. Yeah, because look at who, like right now where I'm thinking is, okay, we just motioned across, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, whoops, sorry. Wait, what the heck? Where'd that just how'd that just happen? Did we miss that play? Oh,
No, I
what the
think
heck?
that's the next drive.
Sorry. I think I accidentally clicked the um advance button and we went ahead a couple too many plays. What the now you guys are seeing my actual pick. That's not okay. Here's the play. Okay, so we start in 20 personnel, two backs in the backfield, and they're in whatever defense they're in. Now I motion them, flex them out, and what happens to the entire coverage? What do I see now across the board? I see one high safety, and then what else do I see?
Man.
I see man. So who are those two backer? There's two backers in the box. One of them's got to be coming because who else are they guarding? If everyone else is in man and they're just sitting in the box, they're not sitting in the box to just be there. They're getting ready to come and bring pressure. So my eyes right now is I have a slant to the backside, and if I see 43 make any sort of movement up, the slant is there. So as soon as I see him, you see where my eyes are right now? It's just right in that zone where the slant's going to be. I like this matchup on the left side. That was one of my number one receivers. So I know he's going to win and he's going to beat the corner. I don't need to pay attention to that matchup. I'm paying attention to 43. Is that zone opening up or not? And just like you said, why you just kind of have to throw it around him or over, or if you have to throw it over him, you throw it over him. But most likely around him. Okay, these will be the last couple plays we go over. This is just like a little quick screen to the back. I'm just reading the end. We're going to leave the end free. If he comes towards me, I throw the screen. If he were to take 12, I would go backside to a jailbreak screen that we have. I don't remember what happens on this play. I've taken a good amount of licks. so far. What do you think, Bradley? You've seen the most of this film.
Yeah, for sure.
It's only the second quarter, right? Still 8 minutes
Yeah.
left in the second quarter. Okay. This is just a scramble drill, guys. We have Stitch called here again. And they cover it well. And Cavante does a great job of working scramble drill with me and getting back outside. I'm going slant to over the ball to hitch to flat. Okay, getting ready to throw. Oh, this is just a wildcat play. We'll skip this. This is a total failure. All right,
They
getting
should have
ready
let you run.
huh?
They should have let you run.
Right? Man. Wasn't in my contract, I guess. This is the play that almost ruined the drive. We were having such a good drive. We go scramble drill again, and there's a little bit of a miscommunication between me and Cavante. I thought he was going to run back inside after faking out, and so I threw it, and he did not go back inside. So lucky. So right when he stops, I thought he was going to go back in. Like you see me point. See me point?
Yeah.
And so I wanted him to go back in. So when he stopped, I was like, oh, he saw it. But then the defender kind of runs into him, pushes him out, and oh man, we are lucky. We are so lucky. But hey, give me a second chance. I'm gonna shred you. They're pissed. Oh, they hold on. The play will happen here in a second. It's like for whatever reason the order is out. Give me 1 second. There it is. Okay. So this is the play after that almost pick. We got 2 by 2. I got 4 verts. My bender's on the right. I talked to you guys about having to throw the outside go sometimes. It does not happen often. They play 2. And where I see, I bring my eyes left. Safety goes towards the middle. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Now where do my eyes go next? Play side safety. Where's he going?
Middle.
So I go out. It was really funny watching this game and watching all the players' reactions on the sidelines. So like when they were trying to amp up the crowd and then we would make a play and so such a variety of different disappointment. Eyes backside, eyes play side, decision. Guys, any questions from tonight?
No.
No.
Am I any good, Bradley? I do all right?
No, you're nice. Like this league, it looks pretty competitive.
You said what?
The league you're in, it looks pretty competitive.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's definitely improving, and I'm really excited for that league. I think it definitely has room to grow, and it has room to succeed for sure. So
Yeah.
maybe one day you guys will be playing in it, hopefully at an even higher level. All right, if you guys don't have any questions, have a good rest of your night.
Thank you.
Take care, fellas.
All
You're welcome.
right.
All right.
Bye.
See you.